In the serene town of Santo Val, surrounded by towering mountains and endless green fields, lived Raimundo, a humble and hardworking farmer. Life in Santo Val was simple, and the rhythm of the town revolved around the land. Raimundo was known not only for his relentless dedication, but also for his humility and kindness. Despite having little, he never hesitated to help his neighbors, whether by lending tools or sharing his harvest during challenging times. Raimundo lived in a modest farmhouse with his loving wife Maria and their two children, 12-year-old Pedro and 8-year-old Rosa. Their lives were sustained by the crops Raimundo planted and harvested with his own hands. But each year, the challenges of manual labor became more pronounced. The hoe and ox-drawn plow that had once been sufficient were no longer enough to meet the demands of the land. One day, while helping his father prepare the soil, Pedro innocently asked, "Dad, why don't we buy a tractor like our neighbors?" Raimundo sighed, wiping the sweat from his brow. "A tractor's expensive, son, but one day, God willing, we'll have one." That simple question planted a dream in Raimundo's heart, a dream of owning a tractor that would ease his work, increase production, and secure a brighter future for his family. From that moment, he resolved to save every penny he could to make that dream a reality. The journey was anything but easy. Raimundo began setting aside money in an old can hidden in the back of a cupboard. The family made sacrifices, giving up small luxuries and living even more frugally than before. Maria, although she also dreamed of renovating the house or buying new clothes for the children, supported Raimundo wholeheartedly. "It's a good plan, Raimundo," she said one evening. "A tractor will change our lives." Years passed, marked by hard work and relentless perseverance. While other families in Santo Val enjoyed town festivals or bought new items, Raimundo's family chose to forgo such pleasures. Even birthday gifts for the children became homemade tokens of love. "Dad, why didn't you buy the candy I wanted?" Rosa asked one day during a town fair. "Because, dear, we're saving for something bigger," Raimundo replied with a smile. "Candy is nice for a day, but what I want will bring us good things for many years." Raimundo's determination inspired his neighbors, even those who doubted he would ever save enough. He never complained, even in the most challenging moments, and his unwavering hope kept him going. After years of effort, the day finally arrived. Raimundo had saved enough money to buy the tractor. That morning, he woke up before dawn, put on his best shirt. Though faded, it was his most presentable, and tucked the envelope of money safely into his pocket. He climbed into his old truck, his heart pounding with anticipation, and set off for the big city, where the largest tractor dealership in the region was located. The city was a world apart from Santo Val. The bustling streets, gleaming storefronts, and constant noise made Raimundo feel out of place. But he gripped the steering wheel tightly, his determination outweighing his unease. When he arrived at the dealership, its grandeur took him by surprise. Modern and luxurious, it was filled with tractors gleaming under bright lights. Adjusting his straw hat, Raimundo stepped inside, clutching the envelope in his pocket. Raimundo's entrance drew stares from employees and customers alike. His faded shirt, worn pants, and mud-stained boots stood in stark contrast to the polished surroundings. He approached the first salesperson he saw, a sharply dressed man named Claudio, and said, "Good morning. I'm here to buy a tractor. Could you show me the models and prices?" Claudio glanced at Raimundo, suppressing a smirk. "Good morning, sir. Are you sure you're in the right place?" "Yes, I am," Raimundo replied, his voice steady. "I've worked hard to be here." Claudio exchanged amused looks with another employee and led Raimundo to the section with the cheapest models. "These here are more affordable," Claudio said with a tone of mock politeness. "Perhaps something within your budget?" Raimundo examined the tractors carefully, his patience unwavering despite Claudio's condescension. Then, pointing to a modern, high-performance model, he asked, "And that one? How much does it cost?" Claudio chuckled openly this time. "That one? Sir, that's our most expensive model. It costs over 300,000 reais. Perhaps we should look at something more modest?" As other employees and customers began to gather, Raimundo felt their judgmental gazes. But he remained calm, pulling the envelope from his pocket and placing it on the counter. "Here's the money. You can count it." The room fell silent. Claudio's mocking demeanor vanished as he stared at the envelope, thus speechless. The store manager, Roberto, noticed the commotion and intervened. "What's going on here?" he asked, his tone firm. "I'm here to buy a tractor," Raimundo explained. "But it seems I wasn't taken seriously." Roberto's face darkened as he turned to Claudio. "This is unacceptable. I'll handle this personally. Roberto led Raimundo to a private office, apologizing profusely. While finalizing the purchase, Raimundo remained gracious but firm. I'm not here to humiliate anyone, he said, but I hope this serves as a lesson. Never judge someone by their appearance. A person's worth is in their character, not their clothes or the money in their pocket. Before leaving, Raimundo requested to speak with Claudio one last time. When the embarrassed salesperson entered, Raimundo said, I hope you've learned today that respect costs nothing, but it's worth everything. Treat everyone with kindness. You never know the sacrifices they've made to stand where they are. With his tractor secured, Raimundo returned to Santo Val, where his family and neighbors greeted him with joyous celebrations. The tractor revolutionized his farm, allowing him to increase production and help other farmers in the community. Raimundo's story spread across the region, inspiring others and even leading the dealership to feature him in a campaign about perseverance and humility. As for Claudio, the lesson he learned that day transformed him. He never judged another customer by their appearance again, and Raimundo? He continued to live simply, but with an even greater sense of purpose, proving that true wealth lies in kindness, hard work, and the dreams we build with our hearts and hands.